Welcome to Outlander Media Network. I'm Kirby Lee Bailey, and we are at Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival this weekend. I'm with the most awesome actor, Henry Thomas. How you doing at the con so far?
I'm doing great. Yeah, it's good to be here. I've been trying to make it out to this one for a while, but I always get a little work this time of year. So last year I couldn't make it, but I made it out this year.
Oh, what kind of work you got going on right now?
I'm doing a film in Covington, Kentucky, called The Asylum. Yeah, and it's an indie. It's a psychological thriller. Should be out next year. It's 2026.
Is it going to be in theaters, or is it going to be limited release?
Probably limited release. It may make it to theaters, but I don't know yet because, like I said, it's an independent.
So you've been in Covington?
I've been in Covington for the last week, but then I'm down here.
We just did an interview up there not too long ago at the Madison Theater. I don't know if you...
yeah, I saw it.
Very awesome.
Beautiful.
Well, we saw a heavy metal band there. That's what we were there for.
Awesome.
One of the coolest venues, like I said, is like a side and then a regular and then up on the top.
Yeah.
So Asylum's going to be it's going to be a little like a horror movie.
It's not a horror. It's more of a psychological kind of follows the story of a psychiatrist, and he's investigating this asylum that may or may not have mistreated some of their patients. And so it kind of goes into that rabbit hole.
Okay. And that is it's a big subject now in America.
Sure.
With I'm a nurse.
Healthcare.
I'm a healthcare nurse. I work healthcare. Long-term care is what I usually do. What you see me wearing is what you'll see me wearing around patients. I try to entertain them, make their life. But we see a lot of patients getting abused, neglected.
Right.
Not where I am, but at other places.
Sure.
Because can't get nobody to work.
Yeah. No, my father is passed on, but he was in a retirement home. And I was always really conscious of it and try to, keep him out of places like that. But it is hard.
Well, some people have to be understanding on that, and I'm very understanding because it gets to that point where you can't.
Yeah.
And you hate to do it. I was fortunate enough with my dad. We were able to take care of him for like his last 8 years.
Oh, that's great.
But I had my stepmom. If I would have had her, there's no way I could have done it by myself.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people it's not, people don't like to put their family member or something like that, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah, my father had dementia, and he was getting himself into trouble, and just couldn't keep on. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad, he had Alzheimer's.
Oh, yeah.
It was the same thing. And I understand. I remember when it came time to take the car keys away from him. And
oh, yeah. No, it's a big deal. I
figured it was a time when you ran into the house, and I thought, it's time to take keys away.
Yeah. That's a good sign, yeah.
So, E.T. We can't get away without talking about E.T.
Of course not.
Did that movie really help you with doors to go into, or did it hurt you? Or?
No, I mean, it helped. It was a big success. It's like, all you have to do to get, put on the map is make somebody a lot of money, and it made somebody a lot of money, so I'm still around.
E.T. is one of my favorite movies, and it taught me when I didn't want to watch the Oscars no more, because I remember it was nominated for Best Picture, and I think Gandhi won it.
Yeah, Gandhi won. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, guys, you're going to go with a movie that probably did $80,000 the whole year, and to another one that did.
Yeah, well, it's a prestige show, and they like to give the stamp of approval to, there's a certain level of snobbery and I think classism in Hollywood. It's always been there.
I mean, I've seen you at other conventions. I mentioned before Days of Dead, and I think it was Days of Dead because you and Dee Wallace and somebody, I can't remember his name.
Oh, probably Robert McNaughton, who played my brother Michael in the film.
Was it good, like reuniting with them for?
It's great. Well, I actually see both of them quite a lot at conventions because I started going to conventions in I think 2018, and that's kind of that's kind of when I started seeing those guys again on a regular basis. But I always see Dee and I always see Rob.
Yeah, I think once you get on the convention, it's hard to get off of it. It's a very enjoyable.
Yeah, and it's great because I spend a lot of my time throughout the year unemployed. So if I can...
We're hiring in healthcare.
I'm not qualified.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I am now.
I'll put your resume in. I guarantee they'll hire you on the side. Hey, they'll be looking. Hey, that the guy from ET wiping that old guy's rear end? Oh, yeah, that's him.
Hey, I've done worse. Well, I mean, I think the thing is, it's just like it's a great opportunity to come out, meet the fans, and at the same time, you can make a little money and do something with your time and kind of go back home and reset and try to get other parts. But it's been great for me because it's kept my kids in shoes. And that's good enough.
Oh, you kids?
My kids are 20, 16, and 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're close about the same age. My kids are older though.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a 30 and a 33.
Oh, wow.
I had my first grandchild.
You started early.
Yeah, I did.
I started late.
I started real early. But the good news was when they hit that last one turn, got out of high school, my life got a lot easier.
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting for that. Yeah.
It'll be the party of a lifetime.
Okay.
So we'll call one more movie, then I'm going to probably let you get back to what you're doing. Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Oh,
you
thanks.
look just...
Yeah.
I swear, I thought it was Jack Nicholson when I saw that movie.
That was I think that was the $10,000 question or whatever, like how they could make that happen without kind of pulling everybody out of the film and ruining all of the fans' memories of the first film, So I think Mike was smart to only have it in a little bit towards the end of the third act, and it was just one scene. I was on set for one day. Now we spent a month going back and forth about the wig and the look and the hair and the hairline, and so I had to shave my head 2 months ahead of the show and then go through a bunch of tests. So the thing I remember about that job was I did more work in pre-production than on the actual set, because once I got to set, it was one day and that was it.
I didn't even realize it was you in the movie till when I watched the movie, I always sit to the end of the credits and I was like, son of a bitch, that's Elliot.
Yeah?
Like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was really blown away by that.
Yeah.
And I love Dr. Sleep better than The Shining.
Wow, that's good. I mean, I think, it's like apples and oranges for me, because I like Stanley Kubrick, so I watch The Shining, I'm watching a Kubrick film, and I think I'm watching Dr. Sleep, I'm watching a Stephen King story, because Mike Flanagan is a big Stephen King fan, and he wanted to go in and tell the story of the sequel like King imagined it.
And it was an amazing movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, I cannot believe that something topped The Shining. It's very rare that a sequel will beat the original. And that one, to me, in my opinion, did. I was like, oh. And I'll tell you one thing, thing.
For my one day of work on it, I thank you.
Well, there was another guy, and we were talking about, he played Tommy in the original movie.
Oh, yeah.
And we were talking about it, and he acted, this was before the movie was released, and he acted like he didn't know what I was talking about. But then when I saw the movie, when I thought Dr. Sleep was released, he was in the movie as a cameo.
Oh,
he played
Danny.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
Because he played the baseball kids.
Yes.
Dad.
Yeah,
And I
right.
was like, what's I forget about this movie? He acted like he didn't know what I was talking about when I was in there.
Yeah, it's fun, and Mike's good at that. He always, he brings in people. And, it's cool.
All right, well, we're going to let you go. We appreciate you taking time with us.
Yeah,
today.
thank you.
Loved it.
Thanks very much.
And catch him this weekend, all weekend at Full Moon and Tattoo Horror Festival. We're out.